And welcome back, everyone. Ellington here, and, to be brutally honest with you, I'm not actually here for a replay, even though we are on a beautiful battlefield here, the settlement of Tur, if you don't know it. I'm actually here to discuss something that has happened recently. Some of you may know about it, some of you may not, or maybe notice it but don't know why. But that is the fact that Creative Assembly, the creating company of the Total War games, has decided within the last few months that it is going to be removing the chat services from pretty much all Total War games. So anybody who typically has been playing any of the older games like Napoleon or Medieval 2, things like that, you will have noticed that this has already taken place in all of those games, that you can no longer chat within games with your allies or your opponent, anything of the sort. The reason this video is coming out now is because they have now officially done that for Rome 2. So you could see we are in a battle right now, and as you can see at the top left-hand corner, the chat button is grayed out. This is going to continue happening. The next game, Attila, is going to be the next one, from what I understand, that is going to have the chat services removed. Now, why does that matter? To be honest with you, like, some people will argue that it really doesn't matter that much at all. But in my opinion, it does matter because, one, it prevents any sort of communication between you and your allies. So if you're trying to communicate any sort of movement, all you get is this. What does that mean? What does that mean? All those arrows, they mean nothing. Or you get, you get ping, 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 ping all off in one direction. What do those matter, right? So the removal of that function is up for hot debate, right? So if we go back, sorry, I tabbed out there. So the patch notes for the Rome 2, this is just an update that just came out for Rome 2 today, is it's some performance upgrades were done within it. But the main thing is, says alongside, this is quoted from their patch update, which I will link in the description. Alongside these updates, as the current wow, I cannot talk. Alongside this, as the current chat systems in our game are both antiquated and limited in the modern online era, it is necessary for us to remove those services from Total War Rome 2 and our other legacy titles. We are, however, continuing to investigate ways to implement and support chat in our future projects properly, and will keep you updated on any future changes or developments. They say also, thank you for understanding. If you're looking for a free chat option, you can also visit the official Total War Discord server to chat with your friends. So, that is a fix, right? That is what they are doing, is they are basically removing anything from the game of capability of being able to chat with your friends. So a couple things that I would suggest looking into here. So I'm going to go ahead and concede, get out of this game, go back to the the lobby menu. So multiplayer battle. So you can actually see already some people are starting to, some people already do this already. So like 2v2 124, rules 124 GC, 124 TWL, 124 no kush, 3v3 124, 2v2 124. Okay, so majority of people who are watching this, I'm going to bet, already know what most of that means, right? 2v2, obvious. Two people versus two people. What does the 1-2-4 mean? 1-2-4 means 1 artillery, 2 pikes, 4 missiles. Pretty standard. Those rules have been around for ages. That's a pretty easy rule set. The other one here, so rules 1-2-4 GC. What does GC mean? Well, GC means Grand Campaign only, which means no glitching in factions from other DLCs, so on and so forth. So that is one way that you can kind of get around one of the problems of not having chat, and that's the how do we tell the rules to the other team? You know what I mean? How if I'm in a lobby with randoms, how do they communicate to me the rules, or how do I communicate my rules to them? You know, if it's my lobby, this is a good way you could do that right there. It's in the name of the game. 1-2-4. All right, you're going into the game. You already know what the basic rules of the game are. But another thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to be putting a bunch of links to Total War Discords that are out there. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to tab out of Rome 2, and I'm actually going to pull up Discord here and show you guys. So there's a bunch of Total War Discords out there. So these are just some of the ones I'm a part of. You've got the Knights of Apollo, the Papal Army, which is for Pope John Paul, his Discord. You've got Bearded Brigade. Obviously, you've got the Hungry Wolves right here for Joe on it. Marketable Skills Discord. We have the Total War official Discord. We have the Medieval Kingdoms 1212, the Dawnless Days, Fight Me. We have Gorms. So a bunch of these Discords. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be linking. I don't have permanent links to all of them, but the ones that I do have permanent links to so far, I will be linking in the description so that people have a, you know, selection of Discords that they can join into so that they can be able to chat while they are having their games. So just to give you an example, on the Dragon Core Discord, we have a bunch of game chats. You can see right now there's a bunch of people in chat in the chill chat right now. They're playing Stellaris at the moment, but we're probably going to be doing some finagling around with the voice chats and stuff. If enough people are coming in to use it for the Total War chat, I think we're going to do a little bit of finagling around there. But, you know, the thing is, not only is this cool to chat with, but even if you're not in the game, there might be people playing Total War that if you just want to jump into chat to chill and watch them play, stuff like that, it's always a fun thing to do, because then you guys can kind of chat and banter and so on and so forth, even with people who are playing in a game you're not in. The only thing that we ask, and I'm sure that any of the other Discord owners would ask, or Discord owners or content creators would ask the same thing, is that please, please, please be respectful of everybody in the chats. Please, if people are playing a game and you are there to watch, be respectful of that point as is. Just given the fact that it can be a little bit annoying when you're playing games and people are trying to backseat game with you, right? That's really kind of the big things that we ask. But I know for a fact that any of these Discord owners are all 100% welcome and willing to have everybody, or anybody is welcome at any of these Discords to use those services as they are there, right? So, like I said, I'm going to link a bunch of those links in the description of the video. And when you get into those Discords, there's a lot of different things that are available to you, right? So just in the Dragon Core Discord, we have a bunch of different like content creators listed. So myself, Joe on it, Gorm, Bearded. So those are all, like, if you click into these, every time a video is posted by one of these people, their video pops right here. And then we have a channel for the Allied, I call it the Allied Generals. So it's a bunch of other people that when they post, their stuff goes there. We have a place where you can, if you don't want to receive a bunch of pings from people, you don't select these. But if you want pings from Joe On It or Bearded, you would click these tabs right here. You got the general chat. We have a memes chat. Looking for games is where we have it set up. So right here you say assign games. You can see a bunch of these games listed here, and they all have these reactions. When you click or unclick these reactions, if you have this clicked, if somebody in looking for games pings that game, you will receive a ping for it. So if you play Rome 2 a lot and you're always looking for people to play Rome 2, then you would select the Rome 2 one, which is somewhere, this guy right here, you would select. So that when people wanted to play Rome 2, you would then be getting pinged for it, or you could also ping as well. So we also have like a music bot in here. We have a thing that lists when free games come out or discounted games come out. Media is a place where sometimes people post videos, non-Total War related videos, all sorts of stuff. But it's really just a cool little thing here that we've got set up for everybody. We also have some like limited team chat, so if you want to play a game but you don't want a ton of people joining, we have a few of these. We're probably going to create a few more of those for, once again, if people are joining in to the Discord to play these games, we're going to try to accommodate those people as well. Joe, he's got his set up honestly decently similarly, but they also have a little bit different way of how they've got their set up. You got Pixelated Apollo's stuff here. Pope John Paul, he's got even a bunch of different setups for like Hoi 4, EU4, CK3, all sorts of things. But the thing is that, once again, all of these Discords are ready and willing to accept everybody in, to get in and play games and to be a part of their communities. And if you are looking for the ability to communicate with your other players in, Rome 2 or any of the other Total War games, the Discords are available for that. So please, if any content creators are on here and or just anybody, if you have a Total War Discord and you want to post it, please post it in the comment section so people have the link to it. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's thing. Thank you guys so much for listening to me talk about this a little bit. I know it's a little bit wacky, and I know that a lot of people are a little upset about it. But I mean, to be perfectly honest with you guys, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. So we basically just kind of have to work with it with the way that we can. So thank you guys so much for joining, and we will see you guys next time.